Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Olu Martins dey explain for this video why the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki want make Asue Ighodalo become governor after he leave office, and why he want make Barrister Osarodion Ogie become deputy governor. Make I leave you, make you hear from Olu Martins the message we bring come today. Enjoy the video.
Most people will bring, because they are threatened, they will bring somebody with less capacity, but not Godwin Obaseki. You go and bring somebody who went to the best of schools. You go and bring somebody who has, quote and unquote, seen it all as far as the organized private sector is concerned. It means that you want your legacies to be preserved. That's why you brought Asue Ighodalo, AI, and then you combine him with osarodion, ogie. So I doff my cap for, Asue Ighodalo. I mean, for Godwin Obaseki to bring somebody who can stand on his own. From all the campaigns that we have seen, we have not seen one place that that the governor Obaseki went with Asue to try to introduce him. We have not seen one single place. All the places Asue has gone by himself. He has proved his onions. He has shown that he is his own man, and that nobody prompted him to do the things that he ought to do, that he's currently doing. I sat with him one time, and that's Asue Ighodalo, and I said, Oga, why you leaving your comfort zone now? Where you there? You bound for where you there now? You have several private jets at your disposal. And he might say, look, Olu, as a private sector player, I've seen it all. Chairman of this, member of this, chairman of this, member of Faith Foundation, chairman of Dangote Flour, chairman of Sterling Bank, chairman of a Nigerian Bureau. He said, I've seen it all. He said, at any rate, Olu, how many people can I help? All right. In the spirit of consistency and keeping up with our desire to stay online every day so that we can analyze, we can talk about, educate ourselves, because like Patrick Henry said, what will make the collective freedoms of a people impossible to achieve is when the actions and the inactions of those who are in public office is shrouded in secrecy. So thank God for these devices that we have. If you're coming online, please share this video, like our page, pass a comment, let's engage, let's interrogate processes, let's examine stages. Where are we as a state, as a nation, especially on the road to 2024 in Edo State, the road to Osadebe Avenue? Where are we? Where were we? According to that debate that night. Where were we? Where were we? Because lies will only thrive if it is not intercepted with the truth. Lies will only thrive if it is not intercepted with the truth. That's why Romans 8:32 says, you shall know the truth. Lies will only thrive. People were thriving before and say, oh, Obaseki has not done anything, Obaseki has not done anything, Obaseki has not done anything. Until we began to take the developmental strides of Obaseki, per ministry, per department, per agency. And I've told people that, look, since this state was created in 1991, wherein our dear Pao Yegun was first executive governor of Edo State, we have not had any governor, any government intervene in every facet of human development as far as governance is concerned as Godwin Obaseki has done. We have not had it. And the truth of the matter is that you can controvert it with facts. I have people come on there and say, oh, nonsense talk. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. Whatever name you call me, it doesn't change anything. Oh, Olu Martins is a hustler. It doesn't change anything. You can't do anything against the truth. At any rate, it is small minds that talk about people. Big minds talk about issues. Is it in the area of road? Is it in the area of critical infrastructure? Is it in the area of electricity? Is it in the area of agriculture? Is this in the area of solid mineral? Mines and solid mineral. Is it in the area of education? Is it in the area of processes and procedure? Is it in the area of rule of law? Let's talk about any area whatsoever. But my emphasis today is when you want to, how do you know a successful person? It is by his successor. That's why they say there's no success without a successor. And how do you know somebody who has a stable mindset? It is the fact that he has chosen somebody who has mental acumen, mental acuity, who is sound intellectually to be his successor. If you check how we do succession in this part of the world, is the way Fela said it. He said, get one style where they use, then go pick one African man, a man with low mentality, to become governor so that they can manipulate him, so that they can micromanage him. But in this particular case, for any governor to pick somebody like Asue Ighodalo to succeed him, that governor has a healthy self-esteem. When I hear people say, oh, Governor Obaseki wants to be a godfather, I say, what? Now they see Asue, does Asue look like somebody that can be micromanaged? Does Asue look like somebody that you can tell what to do? The man has his own character. The man has his own style. The man has his own ideas. He didn't come with an empty tabula rasa, waiting for somebody to write on it. The man came with his own, how he wants to do his own thing. That's to tell you that Governor Obaseki has a healthy self-esteem. And I've told people that as far as till now, there's no governor like Governor Obaseki. He's the greatest. At least till now, maybe we'll see another one after him. But for now, there's no governor like Governor Obaseki. For him to say, look, I want to pick somebody who has a rich resume. Don't you see what most governors do? As they will bring one guy that is not up to them. Because there is no serious mentor who doesn't want his mentee to be better than him. There's none. There's no serious governor who doesn't want, there's nobody who is sound. There's no father who doesn't want his son to be better than him. There's no mentor who doesn't want his mentee or his protege to be better than him. So if you see somebody who is sound, somebody who has a healthy self-esteem, he will look for somebody better than him. It's not like Ogie State, where the governor says that his 100 days in office is that he was able to visit, the NSA. It's not like Ogie State. Because I said it before, that most unscrupulous politicians prefer a weak governor. They prefer a weak chairman. They prefer somebody that can manipulate, somebody that doesn't know his left from his right. Once you know somebody who is successful, he will look for a brilliant successor who can build on the things that he has done, and then he will give the person the leeway to go ahead to do like he designed to do and to continue his way. So we all Governor Obaseki thanks to bring somebody as brilliant as it is, as Asue is. He doesn't feel threatened. He doesn't feel Asue will do better than him. So he's brought somebody better than him. Every father should want a son that is better than him. Every mentor should want a mentee that is better than him. I was talking to one of our very senior fathers in the faith, and then he said his assistant pastor, he traveled, so his assistant pastor preached. By the time he came back, they were hailing his assistant pastor. Hailing, he said, man, this guy can preach. He said he came back, he called the assistant pastor, he blow breeze, the guy fall under the anointing. And he said, is this not the person that you're hailing? And I felt that was not the way to go. If there's anything that pastor should have done, is to call the assistant pastor and even restate the major things that the assistant pastor said in his message, and tell the people that the assistant pastor did very well. Not to try to reduce the assistant pastor and say, look at the person that you say, is anointed. So when you want to know somebody, he brings a successor, somebody who is sound, somebody who has the wherewithal to move the state forward. In most states of the nation, There are just a few people who have done so, who have brought somebody more brilliant than they are. Most people will bring, because they are threatened, they will bring somebody with less capacity, but not Godwin Obaseki. You go and bring somebody who went to the best of schools. You go and bring somebody who has, quote and unquote, seen it all as far as the organized private sector is concerned. It means that you want your legacies to be preserved. That's why you brought Asue Ighodalo, AI, and then you combine him with osarodion, ogie. So I doff my cap for, Asue Ighodalo. I mean, for Godwin Obaseki, to bring somebody who can stand on his own. From all the campaigns that we have seen, we have not seen one place that the governor Obaseki went with Asue to try to introduce him. We have not seen one single place. All the places Asue has gone by himself. He has proved his onions. He has shown that he is his own man, and that nobody prompted him to do the things that he ought to do, that he's currently doing. I sat with him one time, and that's Asue Ighodalo, and I said, Oga, why you leaving your comfort zone now? Where you there? You bound for where you there now? You have several private jets at your disposal. And then I say, look, Olu, as a private sector player, I've seen it all. Chairman of this, member of this, chairman of this, member of Faith Foundation, chairman of Dangote Flour, chairman of Sterling Bank, chairman of Nigerian Beauty. He said, I've seen it all. He said, at any rate, Olu, how many people can I help in those private organizations? And that's why I said, instead of remaining in my private home, let me step out of my private home and do something that would serve the greater good. Because after all, the intention of government is to do the greatest good for the greatest number of people within the shortest possible time. So how do you measure a leader? You measure a leader not just by the tangibles. You don't measure a leader by road. If I tell anything about Nigerian leadership, if you find many Nigerian leadership, when they have activity, when they generate activity, that's when many of them are able to put certain things in their pocket. Well, how do you know a leader? You measure him by the intangibles, by his value, respect for the rule of law, from the way he conducts himself privately. I've had opportunities to sit with the governor, His Excellency Godwin Obaseki, countless number of times. I have never seen him say he can't carry food a bacon high like Mount Zion, or a bacon high like Mount Sinai. I've never known him to indulge. I've told people, I've never known him to indulge. I have never known to say, Godwin Obaseki pursues women, Godwin Obaseki smokes, Godwin Obaseki drinks. I've never known him. I have never known him to say he got so angry. He now told one guy, you are stupid, you are this. You will never see Godwin Obaseki throw tantrums outside. He has a stable, healthy demeanor. Instead of making argue with you, the man go generally just avoid you. Instead of like Patient Jonathan said, instead of me to kill myself, I would rather commit suicide. Unlike before now. I mean, that's one of my challenges with Governor Wike. I don't consider Governor Wike a leader, because a leader should be reticent. A leader should have self-control. He's not the one you're challenging everybody. You. That's not leadership. He's not the one that you disrespect people in the public. You will never see Godwin Obaseki, do such a thing. And if you have any evidence of that you saw him throw tantrums in public, or you saw him smoke, or you saw him drink, that's Godwin Obaseki's girlfriend, you will never ever see it. Does he have a girlfriend? I don't know, because I know he has a wife. Does he drink? I've never seen him indulge. Does he smoke? I don't know. Now wait till I see. Some people say, it's not that you don't know. Let me tell you something. For anybody that you have been with day and night several times, you know, say they bars. And I'm not condemning those who smoke, but you know, say they bars. You know, say they pursue women, or you know, say they do one thing untoward. And people say, if they do ammo, now he say he's self-controlled, to be able to control himself. In so much so, we say, we never catch him once in 8 years. It means that the man must have a lot of self-control. And for me, that's what leadership is about. You can't find one property anywhere in Edo State. The one that he was living in Ikpopa, the guy was on lease. He took the house on lease. The bungalow at Ikpopa there, he took on number one, I think is the first house, where he used to live on Ikpopa. He took the house on lease. And when you get to the house, you won't see a police post, maybe where they build block, put cement for drum, the way the former deputy governor had it. I've entered into that house before. Nobody searched me. Nobody asked me any question. You can't book an appointment with Governor Obaseki and he will not meet you as at when due. Before now, if you wanted to see the former governors, especially Comrade Asue Ighodalo, I know somebody who came here for 2 weeks. 2 weeks you couldn't see him. But not Governor Obaseki. You can't get to government house and then you see some people who are maybe gun trotting the way it used to be before, or some people are smoking igbo under the tree there. You will never see such a thing, because the man has character and he's not a perfect human being, but in terms of being a role model, I can tell you that Governor Obaseki has been a role model. And then if you escalate it to infrastructure, if you escalate it to development, if you escalate it to what is beneficial to the people, if you escalate it to the fact that the man pays salary as at when due, if you escalate it to how he has served humanity, I doff my cap for him. I haven't seen another governor. And you can give me your statistics. If you know another governor from the time of John Adigi Oyegun to the time of Lucky Benedion, to the time of Governor Osumbo, to the time of Adam Soshomole, now Governor Obaseki. Tell me, let's talk statistics. For once, don't forget these issues. Oh, forget it. Oh, get out it. No. Let's forget those issues. All right? It won't pay anybody. We're all Edo people. Even if you're not Edo people, you are a Nigerian. Ojuku said the death of every Nigerian affects me. He says, because I'm a Nigerian, I am involved. Tell me one governor that has affected lives the way Obaseki has affected lives. The man said he will create 200,000 jobs. There's a difference between provide. He said, I will create. It's a creation. And even if it's what the guy has done in his land reforms that has led to several estate companies buying lands and developing them. And when you talk about development, you go into construction. So if you ask engineers, if you enter into the issues of construction, you enter into the issues of development, if you know how many people whom they created job for, just in the area of the real estate alone, that's a huge catchment, Do you know that there's, fiber optics? Anytime I go to Nigerian Union of Journalists, I don't bother using data. Once you get there, there is fiber optic, there's free data in several locations like that. You get to the Observer building, where I use every now and then, free data. Do you know how many people can now do skits in those locations? Just because there's free data for them, they go around those areas to do, skits. Do you know how many people have been self-employed just by that means, alone? Look. Well, let's call a spade and not a farming tool. I have challenged anybody who wants to challenge me. I don't like to use gutter language. I don't like to abuse anybody. I stay with the issues. And I'm asking people, if you want to challenge me in a debate, I am open to a debate. I'm open to it. Let's have a debate at your time, at your location, and let's discuss, the issue. People say, oh, what about Gele Gele? And I have a very, very easy response for it. All right, because I know that the documentation for Gele Gele has reached its final advanced stage. It's just for work to start there. But supposing the government doesn't even do anything, it doesn't even do much in Gele Gele anymore. The fact that you attempted it, the fact that you even spoke it, is a bold initiative. Nobody had talked about wanting to do anything there before, and even went as far as bringing a company to sign an MOU. Even if like I said, even if the government don't do anything again, make it just stop now. You don't already overdo. But yet, less than 6 months to the guy is still doing a whole lot of construction in a whole lot of places. 2 years into Adam Oshomole's government, nothing was happening again. We were in Edo State now, nothing was happening again. But 6 months, less than 6 months to, the man has not still gone into, politics mood. He's still doing administration. He's still doing development. He's still paying salaries at when due. Has it not interested you that in this state for more than 5 years, NLC has never ever had a trade dispute with the governor? They've never gone on strike. They've never protested. Pensioners have never gone on strike. They have never protested. And if they have gone on strike, thank God we're in the information age. Somebody should give me, this was when they went to strike on Ring Road. Oh, this is when they went on strike. Somebody should say so. Do you understand? Otherwise, we have not had any trade dispute whatsoever, because it is a national acclaim that Governor Godwin Obaseki is the most worker-friendly governor in Nigeria as of today, and that is the most worker-friendly governor that anybody has ever known. Today, the federal government will not even dare 60,000. Then they oscillate. I will go to 54, 58. But the man, without engagement, without challenge, the man came up and said, you know what? You know what? I'm going to pay 70,000. He just didn't stop at 70,000. He went to the House of Assembly and made it a law. And a few days ago, workers smiled to the bank. And then one APC guy said, hey, Najaga, he want to set up na politics. I said, listen, did the money go into private pockets? You know, they came to blind Bartimaeus and tried to malign Jesus Christ. He said, be honest with you, this Jesus Christ, will open your eyes, is he a real man of God? Because we should tell you saying a fake. You know what blind Bartimaeus said? Look, I don't, whether it's fake or not, I cannot tell. All I know is that I was blind, now I can see. Hallelujah. I feel like preaching. Now, whether it is politics or not, I don't care. What is important is that the Edo worker is richer for it. He's richer for it. Those who are earning 60-something thousand are earning over 100,000 now. So why are you angry that your own brothers and sisters? Because you must ask APC that question. Why are you angry that individuals are receiving more monies than they were receiving before, even if it was political? Even if you think it's political, are you angry that your brothers are richer for it? What kind of human beings are this? So you're angry now that the governor has put more individuals? Are you angry about it? That people have more money to spend? Is that your problem now? Oh, so the governor should not increase salary? Yes, we have a bit of a slow network. Sorry about that. Salary is not going to his pocket. So when we are criticizing, let's criticize. And that's why when APC people come to me, I always tell them, I say, when you guys were in power for 8 years under Comrade Adams and Ali Oshomole, what did that administration do that Governor Obaseki has abandoned? What did you do? What infrastructure? What did you do that the man now abandoned? And they're not able to answer me. Because if the man, somebody say, everything that you need, government is a continuum. Wherever, if you say one person don't do a Kawa road for 10 kilometers, maybe that 10 kilometers for day front, day back. So this governor has had a lot of bold initiatives and attempt. Look at the Edo HIS. Somebody went to treat malaria the other time and paid 2,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 2,000 naira. I couldn't come on air early today, all right? Because I have to go and treat my son for malaria. When my son had it, is getting better. My daughter picked up for each of them. There's none of them that I paid less than 30,000 naira for. 30,000 naira for. But if my wife had finished her process with the, if we're using Edo HIS for it, I'm sure for two of them, we wouldn't have paid up to 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira. And all workers in Edo State are entitled, even pensioners are entitled to Edo HIS. Please tell me which state. I saw some guys who came in from Kogi the other time who came to study our, health insurance scheme. Available quality health for the least, of the people. You may not like Godwin Obaseki. And honestly speaking, sometimes when I sit with him, I said it yesterday, I always tell her, I say, oh God, but your life too straight, sir. It don't be like Dangote. Have you ever seen Dangote celebrate birthday before? It is typical politicians who use every opportunity to grab public funds. Their 1-year-old child is doing birthday. They will call everybody because that's opportunity to access funds. But look at Godwin Obaseki. He doesn't celebrate his own birthday. His wife doesn't celebrate birthday. On his birthday, the workers in his immediate workers have to study him to find out his mood. Does this guy really, is he happy today? And before they now are able to bring a cake to him in a very small celebration right in his office there. He cuts the cake, takes a piece of it, takes a drink, and then he says, guys, let's go back to business. I'd like to end this broadcast, but I can't end this broadcast without sharing with you a personal experience that I had with him. I had a personal experience with him. One day I went to his house, a little bit early, maybe like to 9 or 8:30 thereabout, and he was about to go for a function. So I looked at him, I said, Your Excellency, this shoe where you wear, so you open small for mouth. Did you open small for? I thought he was just going to go back and just ask somebody to bring the shoe. He just looked down at his shoes and said, oh, look, I have more important things to do. And he left with those shoes. I didn't believe it. What did he take? You see the compound now. When he drove off, I thought that maybe this guy, maybe if he gets shoe for inside motor. Do you know that I was looking at the program on television and saw that the shoe that I told him and open, the mouth opens more. That's the same shoe that he was wearing. So you see the man's focus. And truth of it is that most geniuses don't have too many friends. Most geniuses are not very social people. Sociable people. Go and check it. Albert Einstein didn't have, too many friends. Mahatma Gandhi didn't have, too many friends. Who will you say is a friend of Mandela, for instance? Who you say is his friend? Who you say? Or who is the friend of Martin Luther King? All that Martin Luther King has are comrades in the struggle. All that Mandela has are comrades in the struggle. If you are not going where they are going to, it is impossible for them to be on the same track with you. So typical politicians, and this is the truth of it, all right, will find it a little bit difficult to handle Governor Obaseki. The man he doesn't celebrate. You know what we know of typical politicians in Nigeria? Now women, every opportunity there must be a party, and there must be an after party. You can't get after party with Governor Obaseki. You will never go to his house and see people. Hey, they can't kick out the leader. It won't happen. There must be a reason for us to kick out. There's a place where they eat inside, government house, where people go to eat lunch. Before Governor Obaseki, lunch in government house was 500,000 naira, and you can controvert it. 500,000. There was one big fish. There was a woman who was cooking it. Everybody could access every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It was just a waste. And the man said, no, there are just a few people who can eat in it, and streamlined it to a very few set of people. Shop for your papa house, come now. Don't be hungry now. You come government house. He made government so serious a business that if you have no business in the business of government, that you have no business in government house. Some people don't like it because they are used to hip hop. Hooray, let's do the party. And maybe governor did it too suddenly. Maybe for they do and small because these guys have become drug addicts. Living on government, their drugs was government attention and government patronage. They have no second job, they have no business. Many of them, not all of them, many of them have no second job, many of them have no business. So by the time the governor came and just said, look, if you have no business in government, then you have no business in government. Maybe it was too sudden, maybe he forgive them small time, but that's how revolutionaries are. They don't have time. They just do the thing they have to do, sharp, and cut it short, in righteousness. So for me, until we see another person, maybe Asue Ighodalo will be better. He's sure, of course, Asue Ighodalo will be better than Governor Obaseki. But for now, Governor Obaseki is the greatest of all time. He's our own Messi. There's this debate between Messi and Ronaldo. I'm a Messi fan. He's our own Messi, the greatest of all time. Even though people say, Ronaldo na better. But we'll go have that Ronaldo discussion, Ronaldo Messi discussion another day. But I can tell you that so far, statistics don't lie. Governor Obaseki is the greatest of all time, both in terms of providing critical infrastructure, doing the needful for government, and then in terms of personal character, the greatest of all time. Has he done 100%? No, sir. But has he done 70%? A little over 70%. Guess for 100% and 70% are A. So as far as performance, Governor Obaseki is A. He hasn't done everything because U.S. Kennedy said any government that can give you everything can take everything from you. So Governor Obaseki cannot do everything because government is a continuum. America will the jackpot go say we don't enter America. We enter America. The citizens are still complaining. They are complaining. My friend told me that he's somewhere in Scotland. There's a debate. Should they realize this? If you don't know realize this, UK. Do UK? Is there anybody in UK that is okay? Not everybody. The people in UK are still complaining that government should do more. As we say, UK don't find rich. Because no government can do everything for you. Human needs are insatiable. But material resources to service human needs are not inexhaustible. And that's why there's opportunity cost. That's why there's a scale, of preference. I am challenging them. If you see any house, now Governor Obaseki can't get this house. Now he get this hotel. Now he get this investment. Please let us know. Let us know. I will swap from being a politician. I will go to my other side of being civil society and will carry protest in there. Is he a saint? No, sir. But he's the most honest so far. He doesn't even know how to pretend. He speaks his mind the way he wants to speak his mind. Has he done anything perfectly? Not necessarily. Nobody is perfect. Even tools, even to jack, no perfect. Even a car is not perfect. There's always, some level of energy that will be lost, either to heat or to friction or to gravity. So if machines are not perfect, how much less human beings? But comparatively speaking, forgive me, but comparatively speaking, from those who have come before him, the man has done the best. It is not the best that he can do. I'm sure he can do more if the resources were also there. But so far, he has done. So far, amongst all of them, is the best so far. And you can argue that we're open for such debates. I can see some of you, Aaron's. Some people say I need to wear my glasses, and I agree. Because sometimes I tend to squint my eyes so that I can see properly. I can see Aaron's, okay, Egbe here is watching, forgive me. John Obaseki, I see you, Christopher, Idialu, Lucky Oshodi. Wow, they're asking me to bring you guys on camera. Maybe I should bring a few of you, on camera. Kingsley Osebo, yeah, he says what is wrong with, there's nothing wrong with him having a estate, but the man just doesn't want to. He wants to lead by example. Hope there is Terry Moses here. Or Hi Marshall, thank you for your feedback. Precious Progress is watching. Maybe I should just even, all right, bring some of you on camera. Maybe I should just bring some of you on camera, so that at least I should bring some of you, on camera. So I have, on camera. Let's see how, we can do that. But this has been, beautiful. Once again, I'll thank you for your time and apologize for the fact that we couldn't come, as early as we would have loved to come. I had to take my children to the hospital. All right. I can see that Baron Mike is trying to ask a question, and that's fine. That's fine. We're open for engagement. We don't fear to negotiate, and we cannot negotiate out of fear. So if you have questions, for me, there's no dichotomy between constructive criticism. No, everything is feedback. Even if you say, you are a madman, it's feedback. Because you could have said not to talk. Even if now also you did, it's feedback because you can say not to talk. All right. So I don't see anything as, because politicians must be tolerant. I don't see anything as insult. I don't see anything as, it comes with the terrain. It comes with the terrain, really. I have a job to do. It's nothing personal, but it's also a conviction. And I'm convinced that so far, Governor Obaseki has been the best thing that has happened to Edo State in terms of governance. And I'm sure that Asue Ighodalo, AI, man, we sabi. Okay, I don't know who is typing there. But I've tried to bring a couple of people, on camera so that, okay, my camera couldn't add guests. But it's nice. It's nice doing this engagement, because what we intend to do is to engage, is to judge. It's not to insult each other. We're all Edo people. Now, other people, we have a stake here. That's why you're here. You're interested in development. That's why you're here. So let's know how we can do things better. All right. Bring what your candidate has to offer. Let me bring what my candidate has to offer. If you query me, I will query you too. I will query your candidate too. If you query what I'm doing, also query what you're doing. That's what interface. That's what political interface is. Somebody said, "Oh, Olu, let me take you to Ekama Road. You see what's happening there? The contractor has been there, has not worked there. If you know where Ekama Road don't reach, it will say the government before Obaseki started. Maybe if I go for past now. So I said, nonetheless, if you take me to Ekama Road, where you think there's a problem, let me take you to Jupsa, where things are going on there. The guys say, no. I said, no, you can't take and have it now. If you carry me go your side, I must carry you to, my side. We must have, it must be balanced. It must be balanced. If you take me there, I should also take you here. Let me thank you guys. I wish we could stay much longer, but I also got to go home to see how my, little children are doing. Thank you, John. Okay, I've called your name before. Omoruyu Ogie, Udinwe. Please forgive me if I pronounce your name wrongly. I grew up in the States, in this particular place now, in State CID. Special advisor, I see you are. My leader is watching. Osin Osakwe. I domo you very seriously. Thank you for finding time to stay. Please share this video because we must confront the lie with the truth. Pastor Chris used to say, no matter how much a lie has been in office, no matter how much a lie has been in office, the truth will always torpedo it. And the challenge with the lie and the truth is that a truth will run the full length, but the lie will run the half the distance, but it will run faster. That's all I go to run. What time I go tire? It's like when you move to or you want to learn a language. Now the insult to go for learn, start learning the good thing. That's what it be. Now who get bad market? Now if a rush go, market. After a while, the truth will start coming steadily. People are beginning to see, and appreciate what the governor has. I was going to do this broadcast today in Stella Obasanjo Hospital, and I want to do it in the swimming pool that is meant for therapy. You want to do physiotherapy. Maybe you have had an accident or your heart is not working. There's a swimming pool. In the reconstructed Stella Obasanjo, there's a swimming pool. I will do it there tomorrow. I couldn't do it there because my daughter was running some temperature and I just couldn't move. I needed to stay with her till the mother comes back. But tomorrow's broadcast, you don't want to miss it. We'll do it in Stella Obasanjo. I will do it right inside the swimming pool. They never put water. That's why. But you said the swimming pool is already completed. Which hospital has swimming pool in this country? I don't know too many, but there's a swimming pool there, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow's broadcast. Tomorrow's broadcast we'll talk about obedience. Who actually is the obedient? Because we don't pass Obi. I think the Obi don't really they come out to Labour Party. Labour Party people don't the Yabo. You can imagine Labour Party where that was church, a small church where two or more gathered. They are not saying that now then do Obi good. It's a business solution. Yoruba say gungun shebiora. Bone they do like meat. Who knew Labour Party? Many of us were obedient. I held the microphone, sir, for 7 hours the day Peter Obi came to Baptist convention. There was nobody more obedient than yours sincerely. I was the most visible person on that platform. After all that time, who the obedient? Who was able to come close to me in stature? We'll talk about obedience tomorrow, so that you will understand why the preponderance of decision. What most obedience are thinking that the person where near, don't even be like say one person small. Asue Ighodalo, because obedience stands for capacity. Can we say Monday has capacity? That doesn't know the difference between zoo and or when they were inside water. I keep saying Monday is a nice guy. Don't get me wrong, but Edo development has gone beyond him. It's analog. We're not just in digital age. We're in the artificial intelligence age. We have gone past him. All right. Only see if they try small. Even though you never near, but Monday is not even there at all. Tomorrow we'll talk about obedience, and hopefully we'll try and come on air early tomorrow. Some people think that 12 is too early for those who are in America because many of them, it's at night. So we may need to do it. We may not need to begin to restructure maybe, later in the day so that we can have more, people. Bizube, we use that name a lot during our challenge with BEDC. Emmanuel Omojugo, God bless you, sir. Okay, I mentioned some of these names there. He love. I wish I can talk about you. The one feeding us in school back in the days. Thank you, guys. Thank you for staying connected to us. Christopher Idialu, thank you. Erons Akato, thank you so very much. I got to bring this to a close. I appreciate. Tomorrow, let's do this again. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe later. Maybe around 2 o'clock. Maybe around 3 p.m. Where our brothers where we have timelines can catch up. Please share this video. Like the video. Let's make sure that it spreads. What you can do for us is to like the video, is to share, the video, and let the thing go viral. Let them know that I said it. That maybe when AI don't do 4 years, the title can pass to him. But for now, Obaseki is the greatest of all time. I know water from Atoka. And if you want to controvert me, you bring facts on the table, and we'll dissect your facts side by side. Thank you. Lucky Oshodi, thank you very much. I got to go now. Let me go and take care of family. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Now we don't hear from Olu Martins. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to them, ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe. so that make you for dey hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching dan ARG YouTube.